Martin, good to see you on the stream. And anybody else in the live chat wants to check in, give it a wee thumbs up, go right ahead. Welcome to Sunday Surgery Live with me, Dr. Left Hand Thread, where we catch up with the repairs of the week, all the weird and wonderful happenings in the doctor's surgery, and all upcoming videos on YouTube, and have a bit more news this week, but we'll get into that in a minute. A bit of a change of pace from last week. There've been no chainsaw shenanigans, and for everybody who was there last week, I managed to get this put back together again. This finger remover 5000 or whatever you call it, that's back together. It's back in business. So nobody else checking in, so I'll continue right ahead. Tonight the main event is supposed to be about this M28. This is a 28 volt Milwaukee, for you who don't know. This one's faulty. I'll tell you more about this in a minute. But first I want to talk about the videos that are out now and coming out. So first of all, there's this Makita circular saw that did a little repair on recently. The video that's out, it's back in business. There wasn't a kick in that, you know. And what it did was replace this controller board. There's Megan McGee, good to see you in the chat. This wee controller, it's probably the most expensive part in this, but it's still worth doing if you can do it yourself. It's a bit dear it's a bit dear if you have to pay someone to do it. I'll not rob the boy, but you know, whatever. It's done now anyway. So there's that. There's these two batteries here. These two Bosch batteries. And I managed to get this one going. The video of that is coming out sometime. But this one, however, is, as Hal Ketchum would say, past the point of rescue. So there, that's a 50% result in that one. But the crowning glory of this week, and I'm sure you've all seen this, M18 grease gun. It's going. This one was a funny one. This one went on a DeWalt battery. There's Darren, good man Darren. There's Dave D, good to see you Dave. This one went on a battery with a battery adapter, like a DeWalt with a battery adapter. Also, there's Paul Cook, good to see you Paul. But it wasn't going with its own battery, and I did get it to go with other Milwaukee batteries every time. Also, I had a 5 amp line about here that I put one of these boards, these knockoff boards on, made of solid Chinesian, and it seemed to work very well with that. So the guy only had that battery, that's all he has in Milwaukee. So I discussed it with him, I says, I'll put one of my little Asian boards on it. It'll go like a charm before we do any more work at it, because it's a kind of intermittent fault. And I think the board that's on it's too sensitive and it's shutting her down because it's sensing some wee fault. But a grease gun's not a heavy load device, I think. And I think it'll never overheat or go on fire or nothing. There's a lot of sparking from the motor, probably the motor, but you know, you may as well get a bit of mileage out of it. I'll put a motor on for next year. So I'm happy with that. It seems to be going every time now. So that's what we want from that. And moving on, something that I always talk about, it's a thing I always discuss when I'm on the stream, is it's a kind of a question: is Dr. Left Hand Thread a lady pleaser? And the answer is usually not really. My ladies viewers were plummeting there for a couple of weeks, but they're staying stable at 4.2% of the viewer audience. So unless it improves, some of you guys is going to go for the up. Some of you guys have to go for the up. I'm nominating Paul Cook, you know. I think Pollyanna Cook sounds good. But you can get back to me in that, Paul, if you want to do that. You could get my lady viewership up to 5%. It's the only thing I can think of. I've wore different types of clothing. I've wore Milwaukee stuff. I've wore DeWalt. I've wore all sorts of stuff. I've even wore fake designer watches and everything. None of it's worked. And another bit of news, I sort of launched some of my content onto TikTok on Monday night, and I got a good response. It's a bit weird because I wasn't really well familiar with the platform. I put a couple of videos up on it last year and they never really went anywhere. Nobody really acknowledged them or knew about them. But I launched all onto TikTok, maybe about 20 videos in 24 hours. And basically, different than YouTube, it got a lot of response in a very, very short time. Yeah. There's BW's Electronics. Battery powered grease guns, they are expensive, but people do love them. They're so convenient. The conveniences. No, exactly, Darren. That's exactly what I was going to get onto too. I launched some of my content on the TikTok, the grease gun, a few different repairs and stuff, and I got a good response. But all the response is local. A lot of people I know, and Megan McGee was the person. Megan McGee was the person telling me she needed to be on TikTok. And I says, I don't know about that. Because, you know, I'm not much of a dancer. You know, I didn't think it was the right platform for me. But what it has done, it's got my content out to a lot of people locally, and a few things has happened. There's a few people that's contacted me for jobs to do for them. And have you seen the Land Rover video where I upgraded the Land Rover to the M18 batteries? There's possibly 3 of them on the way. 3 different vehicles that I have to convert. One to DeWalt and some to Milwaukee. I don't even know. I haven't seen them yet, but it's probably going to look like Grand Theft Auto here in a couple of weeks' time. So I was expecting maybe some people over from TikTok tonight. I don't know, because I put a video over on TikTok to tell people that I was here. Yeah, Dave D got the 3 faults working on his 253 SDS. That's what it's all about. Dave D got it going. And thanks to Darren for his input in that as well. We couldn't have a better specialist than Darren for fixing SDSs. Because there's some internet experts out there. I got a few comments during the week. One boy called me Captain Caveman for some of my repairs. So yeah, he's no longer going to be part of. I'm not going to be sharing stuff on his Facebook page. You can go to hell. And another boy was criticising the way I fix batteries. So, you know, there's a lot of experts out there, but if you want the proper expert, Darren's it. If you want the proper madman enthusiast, I'm your man. I can tell you some things, you know. So, but that's thing. I'm a dual platform doctor now. I didn't think TikTok was going to be the one for me. I just didn't think. I thought I was too fat to dance and I wasn't sexy enough to strip. But you know, there you go. TikTok it is. Dean Doherty's been over there for a good one. He's been doing well. But now YouTube would be my favourite. YouTube's my favourite. I did put a video up on TikTok telling people to come across that I'll be here live at 9 o'clock tonight. So we don't know what's going to happen. Moving on. The battery. I got this battery from the man I've just mentioned, Darren. Darren sent me a care package during the week. Another man sent me a care package as well, but we'll talk to Darren's first. Darren sent me the battery. He sent me a couple of motors for the DeWalt impact drivers. And what I didn't realise, that I spoke to Darren and thanked him for this, that these two motors are going. Sent me 2 of them. And he sent me countless other things here. There's just a real Aladdin's cave of stuff in here. So thank you very, 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 very much, Darren. And your M28 battery is hopefully going to be the focus of tonight's stream. It's hopefully going to be the highlight. So we'll have a look at it to see what's in it. Because some of you who watch my stuff are interested in batteries, so that should be good. So special thanks to Darren for all that stuff. And a special thanks to Pat McMahon as well. Pat, he doesn't seem to have made it onto the stream tonight, but he's a regular man to stream and a regular subscriber. Pat has sent me a whole rake of Parkside batteries. Parkside batteries. And Pat says, oh, some of them's faulty and some of them's not. But I want to thank Pat for them, because there's none of them faulty. He sent me a wee 12. I keep calling it M12, but it's a wee 12 volt Parkside battery. That's going as well. Nothing's wrong with one of them. As the battery indicator's not going. So I have a box full of Parkside batteries now for my chainsaw. And that is tremendous. So thank you, Pat, for that. We're going to read some of the comments here now, guys. You see where we're at. That'll do. Thanks, Darren. Thank you so much. Darren's not been out for you. I do look. Hey, I wish I had the women that Captain Caveman had. I wouldn't be looking for more women to join the stream. But thanks for calling me a superhero. I've got my moments, you know. Anyway, moving on. I think we've covered quite a lot in a short time there. It's only 11 minutes. That's fantastic. Might do something for Paul Cook. Might be a bit complicated to do. But anyway, we'll see. But I'll do something for her. I'll show you something else first. My stealth mount wall. What do you see this? Do you see that? All my batteries and tools are mounted above the window with the stealth mounts. So I'm well pleased with that. Just like, there you are. Let's see if we can get that up there. See it? That looks amazing. What could go wrong with that? Anyway, I think we'll move on. If there are any objections, let me know. I think we'll move on to the M28 battery. Do you see? Thanks, Paul. That does a good job. We'll move on to the M28 battery. I'll try and get you into the shot here. That's not too bad there. Let's see if we can get this thing strapped. Take the old we call it the Milwaukee wall. The Milwaukee. It's a Milwaukee with the M12 battery on it. I would say everybody who's here knows about that. The hordes didn't come over from TikTok. I was a wee bit nervous about it because I kind of know everybody in the stream here and I've nothing to worry about. No judgment. If that's the right word. Right. I just get this M28. I haven't opened this yet. I should have. That's a novice move. I should have tested the voltage of it first for you, just to show you what it's like. Can you see that? That's 0.12 of a volt. It might be difficult to bring that back, but as you know, we will try. We always try. So the doctor's surgery is starting to shape up. I have a racking behind me, looks like something from a post-apocalyptic movie, but we'll get there with that too. Oh, that's nice. These little butts that I've been rocking they've been doing alright, but they're starting to feel the wear. And they get a better quality set because I'm opening that many batteries that the tops are starting to get wore out. They did do well for all the work they've done, and they weren't expensive. this battery is 28 volt as opposed to 20 volt. And we're going to explore how they've achieved that and what's all's in here, you know. Let's see. Get this pried out. That's a good wee screwdriver. Try not to burst any cells doing this, because that's bad. Never had one of these open in my life. Never seen one of these. And in reality, I've seen them. Of course, I've seen them online and stuff, but never seen them. What's them screws in the bottom for? Curious. They might be holding something on. Solidly constructed battery. There's screws in it everywhere though. It's a bit mad. I don't know if that did away a lot, but anyway. Maybe feel better taking them out. Everywhere now. There was the 4 screw holes. Wasn't going to get out the other way. Rubber seal in the bottom of it. Rubber protection for the cells in the bottom of it. What you have here is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 cells. Yep. 14 cells. That's how they've achieved the 28 volts there. But it's 28 volts max as opposed to 28 volts nominal, because each of them cells is going to be 4 volt and 4 7s are 28, and it's a 3 amp hour, as you can see. That means each one of these cells is a 1500 milliamp, similar to what would be in a 3 amp battery, a 3 amp 18 volt. So that's how they've achieved that. And again, it's not a badly constructed battery at all. And like, the cells don't look burst, there's no corrosion. So what we'll do is we'll try and get it going. Anybody in the chat, anybody new, anybody? No, that's okay. So that's the plus, and that's the minus. Got to try and get this sparked up somewhere. As you can see, there was less than a volt. There was less than a volt. Less than a tenth of a volt, which is not a lot. Remember this night, because you'll say, where were you when Dr. Lefthandthread blew up? This will be one of them events, like the moon landing or something. We'll see. The only thing that I have in my arsenal is this 28.8 volt. But this 28.8 volt is not 28.8 volt max. It's actually more than that. If I put the meter in that, it's reading over 30. So this is the only thing I think I have that's powerful enough to get this going. Let's see if we can see some sparks now. Maybe I should be wearing gloves. These wires might heat up. There's going to be a lot of power get through them. It's going to be a hell of a lot of power. You can see wires starting to melt, because this 31 volts or 30 volts is going to be going into a battery with virtually nothing in it, and there's going to be a severe power transfer and probably a severe spark here too. No. No. There's some smoke rising there. That was lackluster. That's what you call what would you call it? The climax. Let's see if we get any power into that. There's any power transfer here? Nothing. We have to go more direct here. What do we see? Smell burning, that's always a good sign. You always want to smell burning at this stage. See if we can get this meter in here some way. Keep the thing going. I don't know if you can see that, you probably can't. 27 odd volts there. Hey, your phone goes in the yard there. I'm going to try this battery now to see if that's brought up the voltage significantly. What do we see? I'll catch up with the chat here now. I thought that was going to be more of a dangerous experiment there. Sorry for the disappointment if anybody wanted that. 30.5 yours. It's about 30 volts. What do we see if this and this? No. It did not work. This did not work. Well, it worked a bit. We can go again. That didn't work. No. I didn't think it would, you know. No, didn't work. Didn't take. Did not take. No. No. Three volts. That's more than it was getting. We'll try it again. Might do. Let's see. Can I get a better bit of wire? What have I got? That's going to be any good. How melted that is. Something happened. Something happened. Oh my goodness. What do I see? So there's that. And that is the plus. That is the plus there. We need another bit of wire to the minus. We need some gloves. Now there's the smoke shoe now. This wire's getting very warm. Get it off to see. Just asking too much of this old battery to try and recover. Sometimes it works. There must be There's some cells that's recovered there. And something has happened. There's one there as bad as it. Ah. Yeah. Let's do a proper measurement in this. Let's see. This was a good meter here. Let's see this one. There must be something wrong with the board. Some of them cells are good. That's weird. There might be a connection away somewhere. Not that I need this battery to be going or anything. 30, 20 volts there. 3.42, 3.42, 3.47. There's a lot of good cells in this battery. A lot of... Oh. He said as he burnt something. Cross something they shouldn't have there. I don't understand why I'm not getting anything out the top. I don't see any burnt connections. Don't see any burnt connections. I'm going to test all the cells. These are all looking good. Yeah. I've not to test this on. That's the thing. No charger to test them on either. Anyway. There's something there, I know. That's saying 20 volts. Something happened anyway. I'm not sure what. We'll have to get a 28 volt to see if we can get that tested. Moving on. What else have we got for you tonight? Yeah. Like I say, that's the most of it. And upcoming videos. The grease gun video's out at 9 o'clock or 10, sorry. The saw video's been out. There's Pat. Good man, Pat. It's raining up here. Passing down. But the grease gun video's out at 10. The circular saw video's been out since 6:30. The stealth mounts video, the stealth mount boards, haven't did a good track record with strummers. It's fair to say, Pat. Did you not get that thing fixed? Thanks to you, I've got a lot of parkside batteries, I know. I was hoping to fix some parkside batteries, but there was nothing wrong with your parkside batteries. They're all going, they're all good. One of them's got a bad battery indicator. But that's all seems to be wrong. Aye, that is a donor battery, but it's a good donor battery. You could make a 3 ampere battery and a 4 left over. You make a full 3 ampere battery out of that. Or, you know, an 18 volt. M18 or whatever, or whatever. Anyhow, back to the chainsaw. I was having a bit of a think of this chainsaw. I've got loads of batteries for it, right? Loads and loads and loads and loads of batteries. Good man, Pat. Now you'll get it sorted. Thanks to Pat, I've got loads of batteries for this. I'll give us on away. But I've had another cunning plan. I'm still not content with that. I'm thinking about making some kind of battery adapter on it so we can fit it to my FlexVolt 9 amp. I think a FlexVolt 9 amp would be terrific on that saw. I was hoping for more people over from TikTok tonight, but it just hasn't happened. At least the usual guys showed up. Thank you very much for showing up for me tonight. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else that I haven't covered? Oh yeah. I've an idea. I've had a cunning plan, but you're going to have to bear with me for 2 minutes. Something Paul Cook, you still there, Paul? Something Paul Cook mentioned the other day. I might do it. What do we see? I'll need that. I'll be back in a moment, don't go anywhere. Right, gentlemen, I am back in the room. Where was he? He's still there. Hi, Dave D. I will consider that. He's gone ballistic. Paul's still there. Paul said that he liked the particular video that I had done about a year and a half ago, when I say, and it featured this particular item, this impact driver. So I'm thinking it's ideal for the grand finale. It's ideal for the grand finale. This is a bucket of H2O. I don't recommend it, but you can do that. You can still see me. This is a live stream. Anyhow, what do we see if we can get you back in there? That is cruelty. But Pat, I did that to that same impact driver about a year and a half ago, and it's still live. It will not die. Will not die. And I still use it. But it's a little brushed one. It can be fixed anyway. It's handy enough. So Paul Cook wanted to see that, so I thought I'd give him a bit of a grand finale of the night. Saying we had no chainsaw the night and the go. So if you like the stream, please give it a thumbs up. And Dave D, you're saying about the plus to plus and minus to minus from the wall battery in the Parkside doesn't work. You've tried it. Yeah. Other connections have to be made. It's something to try. May or may not happen. But I have plenty of Parkside batteries now anyway, so I'm not worried. We're coming up to 35 minutes. I thought I was going to have a while long stream. I thought I was going to have a lot of chat because, like I say, I'm dual platform now. I'm over on TikTok as well as been here on YouTube. And I launched a few videos. I've been on TikTok for less than a week really. I've launched a few videos on last year, but they didn't really take, so I just thought, no, TikTok's not for me. Just wasn't my platform, I thought. And Megan McGee, one of the regular contributors there in the channel, he told me to get over to TikTok, that I need to be on TikTok. And I thought I'd give it a go, so I launched about 20 of my videos that I had handy onto TikTok, and they got a real good response. And I've done a wee video tonight saying to the people on TikTok, if you're interested, I have a live stream here at 9 on YouTube. Pop on over if you want to see it. But none of them seems to have come over, so whatever. I'm sort of happy. Parkside and DeWalt tools works fine, that's good. I don't have one spare motor, I have two spare motors. That's old 885. That's not even a brushless motor, Darren, that's a brushed motor. Gonna cover the camera in water again. That was a hardy old thing there. The variable speed used to work on that, you know. Putting it into a bucket of water cured the variable speed problem. It wouldn't be good for the bearing. But it works. It works. I wouldn't recommend that. But you know, some of the things I'd be doing you shouldn't be doing anyway. But is anybody else in the chat there? 35 degrees, and it's getting worse this week. We have rain. BW's electrical. The kind of rain we get over here is the kind. Do you ever see Forrest Gump? The rain comes down and it comes to the side and it comes. You think it's coming up from the bottom sometimes. It comes all directions. And we're getting quite a lot of that for the last 6 or 8 weeks. It's going 6 or 8 weeks now. We had a rare heat wave in June, which was peculiar. It didn't rain for about a full month. And it didn't stop raining since then. So that's what we have. But no. Anybody else in the stream? Anybody want to ask any questions? Anybody? No. Well, thank you very much for all tuning in again. Thanks to Pat and Darren for the care packages they gave me during the week there. That's right. That's right, Martin. Thanks to both of you for the care packages. Thanks BW's Electrical. Thanks to Megan McGee. Thanks to Paul Cook. Thanks to Martin. Thanks to all you guys that tune in regularly. Before I go, I'm going to tell you about this. I reached 4,000 subscribers. 4,000 subscribers this week. I was well pleased about that on YouTube. So thank you all for that. Thanks to everybody for that. Now them all brush things. Still throwing out water. These old 885s, the brushless ones do give a little bit of trouble. But I have the contact cleaner videos up. I put a recent one up there again. That helps. It's not good for my battery either. Anyway, that's my good battery too. Do that with the dripper. Pat, do you want me to put the dripper into the bucket of water? We could do that. That's a thought. Pat, your real ideas, man. That's what I like to do. Your real ideas, man. Let's give her a chance. Let's put a 4-amp Parkside on her. I used to like this. I'm going to miss this one. But anyway, Pat gave it to me, so Paul Cook saying it'll die. Anybody think this is going to survive? Anybody think survival is an option for this? I'll get that camera out for you guys. I'm soaking wet. Oh God. Did I change the camera around? What have I done? What have I done? I don't know. What have I done? Rotate device. Alright, hold on. Here we are. We're back in the room. Right. Anyway, you're all still there. She doesn't like it. She don't like that one bit, but she's still going. Paul, you were wrong. All she did was make me wet. I don't know what I'm doing here now. Normal. Don't know what I'm doing here now. Row to see. Whatever I've done to the camera now, I can't get back. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. Oh. I don't know what I've done here. But anyway. Right. I think that's enough badness for tonight, guys. Thanks for joining on the stream. The Draper survived. The DeWalt survived. I'm soaking wet. Give the stream a like if you enjoyed it. And good night to all. Dr. Left Hand Thread. Appreciate you.